Hi, my name is Danielle Mathis. On June 5th, 1947, George C. Marshall delivered his speech, The Marshall's Plan, at Howard University. For the past 10 years at the time, your economics have took a huge decline due to the preparation and maintenance of the war. Cities, factories, mines, and railroads have decreased in production. Truth of the matter, nobody seemed to understand the severity of the situation or how hard things was for the families in Europe. There was no goods to exchange with other cities. Raw materials and fuel was in short supply. Europe was going through an economic crisis. Marshall's goal in this speech was to educate the government in other parts of the world about the crisis that was going on in Europe. Not only did he want to educate and draw attention about the seriousness of Europe's condition, he also wanted to rally up help from others. His goal is to rehabilitate Europe. Europe was in need of recovery, and he knew the best way to get help was to spread the word. Another goal was to get as much help as he possibly could, because some families are reaching starvation levels. Today, I'm going to discuss how Marshall used ethos, logos, and pathos in the structure of his speech. We are going to break down each one and give you examples of it and how he used it in his speech. Ethos. Ethos is your authority to speak on the subject, or how to show the audience that you are credible or relatable. In his speech, Marshall stated, "I am overwhelmed as a matter of fact, and I am rather fearful of my inability to maintain such a high rating as you've been gracious enough to accord to me." That lets us know that he's no big shot. He's an average Joe that wants to bring awareness and help to those in need in Europe. Addressing the speech and not being able to get the ratings as he was giving was a fear of his, and hopefully with the audience that was given to him, the message would get out there. Pathos. Pathos is the attempt to sway your audience emotions. Here is a couple examples of pathos in Marshall's speech. Here's a couple examples of pathos in Marshall's speech. Meanwhile, people in the cities are short of food and fuel, and in some places approaching starvation levels. Thus, a very serious situation is rapidly developing, which bodes no good for the world. He is using the severity of the situation to get people to understand how much help is needed. He wants people to understand how families are starving or going without clothes. Families are also trying to trade goods just to survive. Logos is the logical argument for your point. It is logical that the United States should do whatever it is able to do to assist in the return of normal economic health in the world, without which that can be no political stability and no assured peace. To me, that means it is not wrong to assume to ask the United States for help and to help get Europe back on its feet. I believe Marshall accomplished some of his goals by getting the information out there about what is going on and the severity of it. Also letting others know that help is needed, and it is no one man's job. Hopefully everyone took heed to his speech and helped Europe as much as possible. Everything is better when we all work together. Thank you.